John Calvin Maxwell is an American author, speaker, and pastor who has simply written, "A man must be big enough to admit his mistakes, smart enough to profit from them, and strong enough to correct them." It's very easy to make a mistake and then move away from it. We might forget about it with the passage of time, but true courage shines through when you address it, despite knowing about harsh consequences. And so, once upon a time, Balram watched Krishna closely as he read the letter that had come from Princess Rukmani, daughter of King Bhishmaka, sister to the dreaded Rukmi. He had watched his younger brother since childhood, and he knew from the expression on Kana's face that Kana was going to create trouble. It was like Kana loved trouble. She writes that she is to be married to Shishupal and she does not want to be married to him. Krishna informed his older brother. "And why is she writing to you? You don't even know her." Balram has raised his voice in anticipation of the argument to follow. "She's always been in love with me and won't marry anyone else. She wants me to go and kidnap her and then marry her." Krishna smiled at Balram as he said that. "Are you even considering that? Are you seriously out of your mind? You're not a shepherd boy anymore. You are the ruler of Dwarka. Do you understand the political implications of this?" Balram was exasperated in anticipation as well. Krishna sat on his swing and looked at Balram, his eyes twinkling with that hint of naughtiness and a smile to go with it. "What are the political implications? Please educate me. Don't give me this innocent act, Kana. You know all too well, Shishupal and Rukmi are both vassals of Jarasan. And Jarasan was Kansa's father-in-law, the man you killed, remember? You're going to start a war." Krishna nodded and gestured to his brother to sit next to him on the swing. Balram grudgingly obliged. Then Krishna put a loving hand on his brother and spoke with great tenderness. "Brother, do you know why we're all stuck in this cycle of birth and rebirth? It is to learn lessons that our soul needs to learn. I need to learn a lesson as well." Balram looked at Krishna with an irritable frown. "I know who you really are. Don't forget. You can fool the world. You don't fool me, Kana." "I am not trying to fool you, Dada." And then a sad look descended on Kana. "In my last birth, I was a prince. I had 3 brothers, but I was the oldest, the heir to the throne. I married a beautiful, pious lady, brought her home to make her a queen, but my stepmother had other plans. To help my father keep his word to my stepmother, I went into exile for 14 years. My wife, she did not utter a word. She accompanied me. In the forest, she was kidnapped by a fiend. I had to wage a war to save her. She was made to take an Agni Pariksha for her piety. And I knew that I had hurt her. But she did not utter a word. When I became king after all those years and she queen, I heard murmurings about her having spent time with another man. The populace was talking loosely about her. So I sent her away, knowing she was pregnant with my children. She still did not utter a word. Finally, when I went to claim my children, she absolved herself of a lifetime of sadness and disrespect. I was a good son, a good brother, a good king, but I was not a good husband. Balram was quickly angered, but he was even quicker saddened. He was teary-eyed, kept his silence because he did not trust himself to speak truth. This birth, I will not stand around and watch a woman unprotected, a woman helpless, or a woman unsheltered. Krishna said that with grim determination. I will tear the world apart and plunge the universe into chaos if I have to, but this is Krishna's responsibility, and Krishna does not shirk his responsibility. Balram nodded and hugged his brother. You're right. You're stubborn and you're incorrigible. Krishna laughed. So, should we go and kidnap a princess? I think we should. Balram's voice resounded through the palace.